Wow, Stormy Daniels upset a lot of comedians with comedy. Oh, she upset a lot of comedians.
Headlining a comedy club.
Yeah, who cares if she draws?
I mean, that's same thing with the guy who did Rockwell. Remember the guy who was like, Who Wants to Marry a Millionaire? The first one.
I remember the show,
Yeah, and he was like headlining for like 2 months off that.
Right. It is what it is. I mean, if people will buy a ticket to come see you.
I could care less. If she's naturally I hear Jeremy Piven, who I don't know at all. People are like, yeah, he's funnier than you would expect because he's an actor and he's doing stand-up, and that's usually like people think you're going to stink. But people said, no, he's funny. So, all right, the guy's funny. What am I going to do, cry because he was an actor first? Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I've tried acting. I've done a lot. I'm not great at it, but I mean, I've tried. What am I not supposed to do that?
Yeah.
It's sacred?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
outta here.
I think that's an important distinction, the difference between just talking shit with colleagues and friends.
Yeah.
And then going on a podcast. The problem is that all comics have podcasts, so the lines get blurred.
It feels really like talking. And the thing is, too, like, what you do want to talk about is not that this comic is shitty, but that the reaction to them is way overblown. Because you want to talk about the industry, you know?
Right.
But you can't do that without shitting on the comic.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't be like, Jim Norton's pretty good. He's not theater good, but he's like a really good headliner.
That's a very accurate description.
Yeah, you just can't do it without shitting on the person.
Right. But because people are so hungry for people shitting on people, and I don't even think, I'm not blaming anybody for that because I love that stuff, but they will completely forget your bigger
Everything
point.
else.
Yeah, and just take out the one line,
one word. Yeah.
Yeah, and just go with that.
Maybe Stormy Daniels is funny.
Maybe.
I don't know her.
This is what Lori wrote. Doing stand-up is not a reward for being famous. Please leave the weekend gigs for actual female comics.
I love Lori, but I don't agree. I mean, I think that if you're a funny person, and you want to try doing stand-up and people will see it, then go. Everyone knows Stormy Daniels is not a comic. Like no one's going there thinking like she's a seasoned stand-up.
I love her response. First of all, the only critique, Lori, shit on her all you want. I'm disagree with Jim. Fucking shit on her. She's not a real comic.
I'm
You
not
can
saying she
shit on her
can't shit
all
on her,
you
but
want. I would just take out the word female. Just leave the weekend gigs to females. Comics.
It's a real comic.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with
it's not a woman thing.
Right.
Stormy Daniels wrote back, wow, so supportive. I am an actual female, but I'll never get women who just tear other women down, and I know it's not a reward. I've been writing comedy material for over 10 years.
Come on.
Would you like me to critique your BJ skills? Your whole foot fits in your mouth, so you'll probably do great.
It's a pretty good line.
It is.
Yeah.
But I don't mind her doing it because she's not taking anything from anybody else. Like when you're out there, if you do porn and you're funny or you think you're funny and people want to pay to see it, you're not taking. There's a million clubs. It's not like, hey Jim,
There's only a few spots. Yeah, right.
We were going to book you, Jim, but we got Stormy Daniels. I'm not competing with her for. I don't give a fuck.
Shouldn't the criticism be to people who buy tickets for Stormy Daniels?
No, it should be if she's
Stormy
not good.
herself.
Like if she's on stage and she's not good, and you think she's not good, then say she's not good.
If you're going to criticize Stormy for being on stage. Her name's Stormy.
I guess so. Yeah.
If you're going to criticize Stormy for taking the gig, you should be criticizing the people who are funding
go
the
to
gig.
it, or or how shitty. Yeah, maybe if it was like how fucking shitty a stand up that a nobody with no experience could fucking headline immediately.
Yeah.
I wonder how she did.
Nobody gets mad at comedians if all of a sudden we want to do films. Like if a comedian funds their own independent movie, no one says to that comic, "Hey man, what are you doing acting? You didn't go to acting school. What are you doing? That's actor."
Because there's unlimited amount of movies can be made.
Same thing with stand-up. There's an unlimited amount of jokes, an unlimited amount of places to do stand-up. It's not this fucking. And as a comic, it's not this.
If it's a club, it's a little limited. Somebody else can't get that week.
That's true, but somebody else can't get
the
their
funding. Yeah, but if you're doing a mainstream movie, let's say it's like.
Plus, you might be doing like clubs. You might not be doing it like a stand-up club.
Let's say when they were putting Dane Cook in all the big rom-com movies.
Yeah.
There's only so many of those that are going to be made every year and put in theaters. Those are more limited than comedy clubs.
Kevin Hart. I mean,
she's garbage. She should not be doing stand-up. Fuck her.
But you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where I don't feel such an attachment to stand-up that I think that we're doing is so sacred that other people can't try it. Good. Sometimes I like when people try it and they find out how hard it is.
Yeah.
Or they just go like, "Wow, that's harder than I thought."
See,
that is nice.
Logically, you're 100% right. There's no reason why she shouldn't do stand-up. But also, Ari is right in the sense that she's garbage and not a stand-up.
Yeah.
So
the reaction, right? Like, you're headlining? I can see if you're like, hey, she's starting to do open mics now. She really wants to do this. It's like, oh, I don't see it, but okay, I'll keep my mouth shut. But headlining?
Yeah.
That's the reaction thing. That's like it's overblown reaction to her, so I want to push that down.
Will she headline or just host? Like what she ought to do is host. Like,
she should do like what's his name did from Best Damn. where he did what's the guy's name? Tom Arnold. Tom Arnold and Friends.
Yeah,
and he
you
would host and keep going in
and
between.
Friends. Yeah, you go up. This way, you get the first crack at the audience.
She's been writing material for 10 years, though.
She's been.
Well, her response was pretty funny, and her response to Trump was pretty funny too. I mean, she writes fine, and I don't know her. I have no interest in defending. I just don't care that she's doing stand-up.
She's doing two shows on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an off day. That's okay.
Yeah.
No, that's totally fine. She's not taking even anybody's.
Right.
That's a dead day. No,
Yeah.
the club's not open that day. She's just bad at reading the words in a non-disclosure agreement. Fucking, you got the money, bitch.
Yeah.
Shut your fucking mouth.
So after, do you after?
I'm not anti-sex worker. I'm anti-celebrities thinking stand-up is easy, and I'm anti the comedy clubs that indulge.
That's what I'm talking about. You
The
can be
reason
mad
I
at
don't
the comedy
agree is
clubs.
because actors don't shit on stand-ups, and we are always doing acting projects.
Maybe Kate Beckinsale does. We don't know what she's into.
Oh, you know why?
She may be
actors
shitting on stand-up.
generally, except for like about 8 or 9 of them, have zero talent. The most overblown garbage group of people. They're vapid. You must have to interview them sometimes, huh?
They're really
Aren't they
fascinating.
the worst?
Was the director fun?
Oh God, they're so dumb and so replaceable.
Yeah.
A lot of them
They're
are, yeah.
so needy because they know they offer nothing. Again, 8 or 9 of them are actually really talented, and the rest are just anyone can
I will
do
tell
it.
You sound like serious negotiating with our agent. But no, you know what? Again, comedians do sitcoms all the time. Comics who are not like Seinfeld. Wasn't a great actor, but I mean, come on, he took 10 years of fucking primetime television away from a quote-unquote real actor.
Yeah, and he got the ratings.
But no,
Everyone
but
came.
I don't mind.
Oh.
I'm saying that I don't mind when people do it because comics cross over in every direction too, and who cares?
Yeah, so Stormy Daniels sold out every weekend.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Then you'd have to be like, oh,
yeah,
fuck.
if she,
Yeah, you would.
and actors weren't coming out and attacking Jerry, going, he's not great. Like, you know,
And then it's
cares?
also early on. I remember people saying this about Steve-O early on. Like, what the fuck? And I'm like,
Yeah,
"Yeah,
yeah,
nothing.
stand up
I'm not
for him.
headlining clubs, so it doesn't matter, especially then. But then, meanwhile, 8-10 years later, he's still doing stand-up.
Tom
So
Green,
it's like,
same
good for
thing.
you.
Yeah.
Tom Green cares about being funny.
Yeah.
He like goes on the road. Or fucking TJ Miller. He's fucking obsessed with stand-up. Like he's a real actor and he's obsessed with stand-up.
Well, but he started as a stand-up.
Oh, did he start
Yeah,
this?
he's a
Oh, I
stand-up
didn't.
through
Okay, I
and
thought he started as an
through.
actor.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a bad one then.
Yeah.
Who's that she's showing?
Who's
That's
this hot
Snooki.
bitch?
Oh no, I think it's something else. Just an ad.
It's a picture of Snooki.
Just
Oh, okay.
keeping you on the internet.
Yeah.
She's hot, Snooki. How'd she get hotter?
Yeah, I don't know.
I love when comics talk shit on the internet. I actually love it.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, you love gossip.
I love drama.
It's great. Do you think you're gonna start trying to develop a filter for public and private conversations? Because I hope not.
Yeah, but okay, part of me though is like, no, you shouldn't shit on somebody for trying. And then another part of me looks at like F. Scott Fitzgerald writing shit about other writers of his times, and I'm like, that's so interesting.
It really is.
You know,
but
I'd
it's
be like,
probably,
Hemingway, how come you don't use big words? You a fucking idiot.
well, here's the thing. It's gonna make you not likable in the moment. Like the people around you that you're talking shit about are not gonna like you.
Right.
It's gonna make your life difficult when you're living it.
Yeah.
But for everybody outside,
I love it.
Like, I
to
love-
be Kevin Brennan. How joyous would it be?
It's incredible.
In every moment except when he sits down at the back table, has to look around and think, wait, what have I said in the last couple months?
right? Exactly. Like his life can't be easy, but I love listening to him.
Yeah.
You know, and the same thing with you. When you start popping off at the mouth, I'm like, yes,
Popping off at the mouth.
this is the Ari I've been looking for. I'm sure his life is not the most easy thing in the world, but
Sure.
it's not my
Still
life. I don't
entertaining.
care.
The thing is, I just told myself, like before, it's like I'm done like pulling punches on people, but except for what they do on stage in a non-stealing way. That is like I should leave alone. And then I fucking went against it. It was so fucking garbage.
It's your instincts.
It happens.
Yeah.
We all make little mistakes.
Do you, Chip?
Sure. Chip
Really?
makes a lot of them.
What?
Don't give a fuck.
Oh, that's his problem.
What happened to your arm? Did you fucking break it?
Yes, I broke it.
Of course,
It's my
Stephen
cat.
Katz.
Fuck.
Stupid. We should take a break. We're
He
behind.
already did.
I should not
Cast.
have, I should
what I'm
not have
saying?
said it.
No, I heard.
How come Ari's arm is a movie? Because there's a cast around it.